Hey, this is Ken Andrews from Obituary, and you're watching ESP Czech Republic.
I am the god from the previous life as I'm living outside of this hell. The prophets they sing for the loose-fitting ring. There's a violence, it just does me right. Violence.
All right,
So,
here we go.
so hello Ken. Thank you for coming and making the time for us.
Oh yeah. No
So
problem.
let's start right away. What brought you to ESP?
Well, it happened probably 2003. I started out as a crew guy, a guitar tech for Andrew WK, and that's who Donald was playing drums for.
Oh.
And so his guys had ESPs, and you know, so I always worked on it, set them up and stuff like that. And I really liked them. And then within the first year and a half, I ended up being in the band playing guitar. So I knew those guitars played great, so I went ahead and signed up, you know, and I've been with them ever since.
Okay.
Yeah, these great guitars.
And can you tell us a little bit about the models, the exact models that you're using? Maybe even show.
Yeah. Well,
We have one here.
Yeah, this one here is the M2, and I believe the new model name is E2 M2, I think it is.
Yeah, E2 is like the Japanese one.
Yeah,
and the USA is like ESP.
Yeah. So, and I have a bunch of these. I got 3 of these. I have one that's in that orange burst, you know. But these things, they play great, man. I'm not too into the real pointy guitars, you know, into this shape, you know.
Like classic superstruck.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you I see that you have EMGs there. Do you stick to EMG pickups or do you use some other stuff?
Always EMG.
Always EMG.
I'm that dude. Always EMG.
Okay.
Never using anything else.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid, EMGs and Floyd Rose. Ever since I was a teenager.
And do you try something like from time to time, occasionally some new stuff, or EMGs all the time?
Actually, if I'm at I got a friend that owns a guitar shop and works on guitars, and I'll sit and play on his stuff, you know. But I always go back to just for the heaviness, and you know what you're gonna get. You know exactly how it sounds, and like I said, I've been using EMGs for years.
Yeah.
I just love the sound from
many
that.
people say it's like great to make even worse guitars equal with others because they have like some standard point, which is like standard for all of them.
Yeah, you can put EMG in any guitar, any cheap guitar, it's gonna sound great.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I like. Also, too, back in the day, touring, like if you rented backline, like you come over here and rent backline. Let's say you wanted a whatever amp you wanted, you know, a PV or whatever, and you got stuck with like a JCM 900 with regular pickups. You're not even gonna get any kind of bite.
Yeah.
But with EMGs, at least it gives you a little bit more of an advantage, and you can try to get through the set without
Even without an overdrive in front of it.
Yeah.
Signal is much stronger.
Yeah.
What is the difference of a good guitar and bad guitar in your opinion? What is like the main point that makes the difference
Between a good guitar and a bad guitar? The hardware. So, yeah, because some guitars they put, like some companies will put cheaper models out and use just terrible parts. So in other words, those guitars are good if you're at home, you know what I mean, and not performing every night, you know, because of tuning pegs and all that.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a shitty guitar. I mean, sound-wise, a lot of times you can make guitars sound. And plus the music that we play, just heavily distorted.
And you mentioned that you like more of these in different colors.
Yeah, I got an orange burst one too that they stopped making it, but I had asked them if they had any more, and one came in, you know, and my guy said I'm sending it to you. I got 2 black ones, the orange one, and then I have a bunch of LTD Deluxes.
Yeah. So you use LTDs also, right?
Oh yeah. I use the MH1000. I mean, it's from probably 2003. It's got the see-through black. Well, I started, I think, on the MH250s or something. I got a couple of those first. It was neck through.
Yeah, it's like the lower line.
Yeah, and that was regular LTD, and then I got a couple of Eclipses. I got an LTD, and then I got a ESP. Love those. I mean, those are cool to play at home, but it feels like you're on top of the guitar with the Les Paul shape in general. It's like you're on top. This is like you're in it. You know what I mean?
But my experience, for example, with like 50s lower lines of LTDs is like it's like craftsmanship-wise, it's almost the same as the 1000. Only the hardware is cheaper. So, for example, if you replace the hardware, you can pretty much use it.
Of course,
even less. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it gets a little tricky too with the Floyd Roses. You know, they got the licensed ones. There's so many different models. I didn't realize there's so many different models. And you know, these. I mean, I beat the shit out of these. I put these through the paces. So if they were cheap, they'd fall apart.
Yeah, of course. So nowadays, like many guitar players still argue about the two bands and the digital. Do you think that it makes a difference, or nowadays not so much?
With what now? With the amplifiers?
Yeah, with the amplifiers.
Oh yeah, I'm and boy, I'm gonna probably catch up for this, but I'm total digital. I got a Kemper.
Yeah.
I had an Axe Effects that I had gotten, so that was my first dealing with that kind of thing. I was never like a MIDI guy or anything, and you know, so I was teching for a band, and they switched over from real amps to those. I think we saw Meshuggah in Australia, and they've always been ahead of the game with all the new stuff. And then like back in 2002, Ozfest, went to see them. We're standing on the side of the stage, and all you could hear was the drums. What the hell's going on? We can't hear. Wait, there's no cabinets. And they were using those Line 6, you know, the weird shaped pod things.
Yeah.
And so they were ahead from back then. And I can't remember if it sounded good or not, but we were like, holy shit. Then fast forward to 2010, I think it was. We saw them with the Axe Effects. Like, and my guys were like, we gotta get those. I said, oh, I thought it was gonna be a whole big scene, you know, try to learn it. But I got into it. It sounded great, and for being a crew guy, not having to lug around cabinets, you know what I mean? Like that for me.
That's the most convenient thing about it.
It's great, you know. But for me now, with all the stuff, I run through a cabinet. You know, for on stage, my guys love to hear that. Plus, I don't have any ears or any of that stuff.
So you play straight to the cab.
I do straight through the cab, and then it comes out XLR out to the front of house. So, you know, as long as the sound guy likes the sound, you know, that's coming out of there, then that's what you stick with. It's just simple. You know, you got your sound, and no matter where you go, you don't have to worry about rental equipment. You don't have to, you know, it's busted, crappy, just shit that's been beat down. You just plug it, and what I do now is I just bring my USB stick, and I fly over that, and just put it in there,
That's awesome.
and it's ready to go. And I think convenience is the key, especially like this one. We're in a van pretty much for this week, so you can't have a bunch of stuff, you know. So, and I just love it, you know. There's a convenience thing, and I love the sounds that I'm getting, you know what I mean? And you just to have everything. One day you want, oh, let me try a phaser on this. You don't have to go to the store, get one, come back, you know what I mean? And then you don't have a stupid pedal board with a bunch of cables and shit that can go on. It's, you know, just convenience. You get one cable coming out of the damn thing, and that's it, you know? So I totally back that. Real amps are great too. I love the 5153s. I have all the PV stuff. If there's no Kemper available, or you know, I'll definitely plug into one of those, because that's what I modeled anyway after. You know, that's why the profiles are modeled after those amps. So yeah, I like them both. I don't hate one or the other, you know. But you just gotta sometimes embrace the new technology, and you know, considering what it was when I was a kid, man, it's huge.
Industry is evolving, you have to evolve too,
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're walking around with all your sounds on a USB stick. Who the hell would have ever thought that would happen? You know what I mean? It's all computers these days, kids. You know?
What guitar players inspired you the most when you started playing guitar?
Oh man. What inspired me, first of all, was Ace Frehley. Kiss.
Yeah.
Ace Frehley, that's my man. Once I started playing, my father showed me a couple of chords, and he showed me a 2-note bar chord. I got the Kiss records out, and I just like learned all my favorite music, you know. And then after Ace was Angus Young. Totally got into AC/DC just as much as Kiss, you know. And I always loved the Yngwies and those guys. I mean, to me, he's top. He's the tops, you know. But trying to play like him is not an easy thing, you know. But I liked him, and of course through the '90s and you know, until he died, Time Guy. I mean, it's really a big influence. Like I listened to Pantera a lot, you know, back then. And, just what he was doing, he had like a Eddie Van Halen approach, you know, just playing kind of outside, and and just made it work. You know, passing notes and all that. He knew when to hold them just for the right amount of time, and I like George Lynch, same kind of thing. Plays outside a little bit, it's unconventional, you know. And just through my growing up, and I always thought, man, that's so cool. They just want it because you look in the books and you're seeing what they're doing. It's like, well, that doesn't follow that, you know. And for my plan, I always like to make sure that I was doing the right thing, but not knowing all the stuff you could do, you know, I was missing out on a bunch of stuff. And now I'm embracing it, man. Because like I said, I was a crew guy for many years, and I stopped playing, and then the NWK thing was cool. And then when I joined Obituary, it was time to metal up, you know. So I went back, and, you know, there was YouTube to look at and learn stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like a totally different experience.
It's so easy for nowadays kids, right?
Yeah.
YouTube and stuff like that.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
learn everything on your own.
Yeah, I mean, I love it, man. You know, back when I was a kid, you had to get books. They didn't have them written right. The tablature was all wrong. So I did most of my stuff by ear.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, very primitive.
Yeah, but old school, it was like that back then.
Yeah, that's all we had.
There was no other way.
Yeah, I couldn't afford lessons, and I don't know. It's cool that when you hear something, you can pick up on it. Also, there wasn't that many tunings back then. You know what I mean? Like now, you have a standard tuning guitar, you're not going to be able to play to anything that's on the radio, right? So, and then 7 strings, 8 strings, you know.
9 strings
Yeah.
even
Oh
nowadays.
God, man. Yeah. So it's a lot of craziness. I'm happy we don't. You know, we're just basic. Bass, freaking metal. So.
Actually, do you feel like kind of pressure, you know, because you joined Obituary, which is considered like one of the bands who define the death metal genre? So you do like feel kind of pressure to stick in it?
I feel pressured every night. Just because I've known the guys for so long, and it's just I didn't realize the grasp, the whole scope of the fan base, you know, because I come from like a thrash background, and I really didn't, even though I'm from Florida, I didn't really get into the scene, death metal scene, you know, I was still in the high vocal range scene, you know what I mean? So I knew them as friends first before I knew any of their music, and then me and Donald played together in NWK, and then they started recording again and all that. So I went out as a crew guy, guitar tech for them. So it's cool. I worked for the classic lineup, you know what I mean? And I worked also for Ralph. So.
You actually worked as a roadie for many bands. Even I noticed even after you joined Obituary, you were roadie for Trivium, for example, on the Business Posters. Like, do you like to be on road so much, or?
I love, you know, there's two kinds of people, like they can do this and love it, you know, and embrace it. And people are just like, I can't wait to get home. I'm the other guy. I love being out on the road. I love every aspect of it. You know what I mean? Just get in there and put on a show, whether I'm setting up gear or playing. You know?
What's your favorite place? Where have you played?
My favorite place has always been Japan.
Japan.
Oh yeah. Just everything.
And for what reason?
Laziness, because when we go over there, everything's set up, and you know, for a crew guy, whatever gear you use the first night, you know, they have everything marked perfect. I mean, you got backups of everything, but the exact amp and cabins, their work ethic is so fantastic over there. And for a crew guy, it's like almost a vacation. You know what I mean? And they just treat us really good. You know? They've always, every time I've been over there, you know, it's treated good. Everyone's really professional, and even if you're a smaller band, they don't make you feel like you're a small band. You know what I mean? They pull out all the stops, and they're really nice. And I just love it. That's my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, kind of funny question. Your drummer is known to like take care of feral cats in his free time. Are you also a cat or dog person or no?
I'm actually not an animal person. You know, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to have any pets. But we seem to have like 3 or 4 cats that run into my house, and eat and run out. So, and I got 2 daughters, and they love them. My girlfriend loves them. So, you know, I just gotta. Who knows what's going on when I'm not there? There's gonna be 30 cats in my house, you know. But geez, yeah. So yeah, I'm not. I understand the whole thing, but you know.
Are there any like younger bands, like let's say the last 15 years or something, that you are really fan of?
Yeah, the bands that we've gone out with, Ex Mortis, love them. I know they've been out for a while too, but just, you know, we toured with them, and I love their just shredding guitar players, you know. And I like them. Power Trip, another band. They've been around for a while too. We just totally, basic in your face.
Yeah, I've seen them this year. They were
Marshalls, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, they were opening for Trivium here in Prague actually.
Oh, so you went to that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working that show.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I still whenever I can with those guys. I've known Matt since he was 14. He used to come out and see my band play when I was in a local band in Orlando, you know.
Same
And so once I started working for them in like 2007, and I've been working with all the way up until now. Now that there's another guy that's doing, because I'm working so much, you know. But those guys are the greatest dudes. We've had the greatest time, and lifelong friends. Forever, you know.
Yeah. Well, are there any other genres in metal that you like and listen to often, or?
Let me see. I think I stick to the classics. You know, I love Slayer, and but even nowadays, man, I just listen to whatever, whatever's on. Nothing. I'm not like, hey, you gotta listen to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of dig stuff, a bunch of different stuff now that I'm old. Mellow it out. But as far as playing, I love just playing aggro. Some of the newer death metal stuff is beyond my scope. I can't even wrap my head around it. The kids are so good at what they do. The drums are faster than I could ever imagine. The guitar playing is all over the place and precise, and I think that's great, But I also think that the reason we have good shows and good turnouts is because we got some young kids now that are into Obituary. I think maybe you get to that point where you hit the wall, where everything's been done as fast, and then people start coming back around to grooves, and you know what I mean? I think a lot of stuff is missing riffs. A lot of the music, there's no riff that you can latch onto, and they play it 30 times in a row. You're like, but technical-wise, it's fantastic, and it's a whole scene of metalheads that are into that. I think there's something for everybody, especially nowadays. You like classic stuff. There was some kids yesterday that played. They didn't look like they were barely in their 20s, and they were playing. They sound like me. You know what I mean? They had white high top sneakers, and so you get that range from that to all the way to the heaviest thing that you could imagine. And I think it is great. It's all metal. You know what I mean? Now there's so many. They got names for everything.
Different subgenres and stuff.
Yeah. I didn't even know gent was like what it meant. You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell is this? Why do they call it that?
I think it's from the sound.
Yeah, from the sound. Yeah.
It's like funny.
Yeah, totally, man. So I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm just happy that the metal will never go away as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what kind it is. If you like, I don't know, some of the lighter stuff or whatever. It doesn't matter, it's metal. I'd rather have them into that than some other garbage that's on the radio.
So, one final question.
Yes.
Do you have any musical guilty pleasures? Like something that you really feel guilty that you listen to it, but you love it?
Oh, I don't know if I can say it, but I'm going to, yeah. Whenever I do get in my car and I gotta go on a trip, whatever, and even, let me say this in my disclaimer. In the 80s, I hated all of this stuff. But now, I'll listen to like hair metal radio, because when you're, I come up in when thrash was just new, and you had those guys to hate, so you could break fast in the riffs and get really aggro, So now that back then you had tunnel vision. If it wasn't Slayer, forget it. I don't want to hear this Winger. I don't want to hear any of that shit. Now, I can look back and go, whoa, those guitar players are actually really good. I never paid attention because I hated their hair. You know what I mean? Dude looks like my aunt. So now I gotta just with getting older. You gotta appreciate it. Plus, now that I am older, it brings it back to a time when you just got great memories of growing up, and that music, whether you liked it or not, was around. It's in your head no matter what. So for me, I listen to that. That is my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
It's hair metal.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. This is the local Kenny and Blues Obituary.
Violence, abandon me now. Violence is free, so the now.